Welcome you to the January 7th, 2021 Board of Public Works and Safety meeting. Roll call, please. Here.
Here. Here.
Any conflict of interest statements?
No, sir.
No. Approval of the minutes of the meeting of December 3rd, 2020 and December 10th, 2020.
I make a motion to approve those minutes.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Correspondence, item A. Correspondence received from Mr. Dean Button, City Engineer, notifying AES Inc. close the alley in the 2700 block alley south of 165th Street on December 28th or 29th?
Yes.
2020?
Yes. Good morning to the board.
Morning.
So this is a request that came in during the holidays. We just wanted to make a matter of record. AES is a geotechnical consultant for the village, and they're trying to explore a groundwater issue that is becoming a problem apparently for the neighbors. And so they're actually a subcontractor to another engineering firm. The work was already done. I coordinated it with Public Works to make sure it didn't affect garbage collection. And so it's just a matter of record. If you could acknowledge that, please.
Okay. Okay. Will do. Acknowledgement is duly noted.
Thank you.
Item B. Correspondence received from T2 Utility Engineers requesting permission to perform subsurface utility engineering services on Douglas Street, Russell Street, Fayette Street, Sibley Street, State Street, Willow Court, Holman Avenue, Chicago Street, Marble Avenue, and Sheffield Avenue.
Good morning.
Morning.
This is actually for the South Shore, the extension. They're going to be doing some borings and also checking out the depth of the utilities. So approximately hour to an hour and a half for each location. They're going to move. They're going to have traffic control, whatever's necessary. Several of these locations are off the street, so it's in a parkway per se. So they would not have to have traffic control. I went through it. I have the contacts. It should take approximately a week and a half to do all this, and they want to start, well, actually, they wanted to start this past Monday, but they didn't have the permit. So I reviewed it. Everything looks to be in order. I'll be keeping an eye on them to make sure everything's done correctly. No total lane closures, just maybe one lane, but no total street closures or detours.
Okay.
So I recommend approval. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve T2 Utility Engineers request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item C, correspondence received from Chief of Police John Doty requesting approval of the transfer of officers Kim Haney and Sergio Aldana from the Uniform Division to CID effective December 28th, 2020.
Make a motion to approve Chief Doty's request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Are there any matters from board members? Mr. Long?
No, sir.
No? Mr. Perez? No? Managers from other department heads or their representatives? Mr. Button?
Good morning again. So I'm sorry that this request from the Northern Indiana Public Service Commission, NIPSCO, came in late yesterday. They are requesting a complete closure of Marina Drive for the purpose of installing a gas service to the gas station that's across Marina Drive from the Starbucks up in the Marina District. It's scheduled to start next week, and they've provided a detour plan, and it should only take a day or two, and I'll give you this information.
Go ahead, Dean. I just wanted to make sure that the traffic control plan has been reviewed either by engineering or by police. I can tell you that that is a very confusing intersection up near behind the Starbucks. It gets real confusing. So I just want to make sure there's good signage for folks that are going to be going through there, because there is some traffic back there because of all the retail.
Did you say it's a total closure?
Yeah.
For what, 2 days?
1 to 2 days. It really, it depends on, how they make progress. Gas service should only really take about a day. But, this time of year it could take a little bit longer.
And so, Mr. Smith's concerns, they've been,
So I reviewed the detour plan, and it looks fine to me, and I will promise to go up there and take a look at, make sure that the detour itself is set up properly.
Because we can put the electronic board up if we need to notify people, if that's something you want.
Yeah, so basically, it really affects eastbound traffic on the boulevard. They won't be able to turn into Walmart right past the fueling station. They'll have to go to the next, to Fifth Avenue, and to come in that way. And that would be for all the other retail, as Attorney Smith has said, if they wanted to go to any of those other businesses, they would have to.
same entry point?
They would enter on Fifth Avenue.
Right.
Okay. Are we just acknowledging that?
No, we'll approve it.
Request from NIPSCO?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to approve that request from NIPSCO.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other matters from department heads or their representatives? No? Okay. On to new business. Item A, change order number 1 received from First Group Engineering, Inc. in the Holman Avenue HMA milling and resurfacing project with a net decrease of $187,999.75.
This is the Community Crossings project, a 50/50 that we received from the state. It was Holman Avenue from 165th to the river. We anticipated a lot more milling. We thought the roadway was in pretty poor shape, but when we did the surface milling, the asphalt underneath was in really good shape, and so there was a fairly significant quantity of asphalt that didn't require milling and then subsequently to be replaced, and that's why you see such a dramatic deduct. And obviously, this is good for the city. We will be having to reimburse NDOT the 50% of this in the end, but it's a savings to the city.
Okay.
And I'd recommend approval.
Okay, I make a motion to approve the change order for First Group Engineering.
I second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item B, 2020-2, Community Crossing Matching Grant Funding Agreement with the Indiana Department of Transportation.
In December, the city was awarded $550,000 from the Indiana Department of Transportation for community crossings, the second call for projects. This project is 2 parts. One is Sibley from Holman to Seoul, and also 169th from Indianapolis Boulevard to Kennedy Avenue. They're just really simple resurfacing and restriping. And so we received, this is that contract with the department. The project is in design, and we will be bidding this project probably in the early spring to meet the requirements of the grant. So at this point, it's just making the agreement with the state, and we will follow this up with a green sheet when we know the real value of the project, when we bid the project.
That'll be the funding source you're talking about?
Yeah, so the funding source we expect to come from the Capital Improvements Board, the other 50%.
Okay.
And that is being budgeted at this point for that work. Council has reviewed the agreement, and we recommend approval.
Okay.
Okay, I will make a motion to approve the Community Crossings Matching Grant.
I second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item C, agreement with Hassey Construction Company for the Police Range Training Center.
This board approved a notice of award to Hassey Construction as the low, responsive, and responsible bidder for the Police Range Training Center in the amount of about $307,000. We had reviewed the agreement and made recommendation to this board, and we just need to execute the agreement and be able to get them started on this project. standard agreement
Yeah, it's been
prepared.
reviewed by Corporation Counsel.
Good?
Yep.
Okay, I will make a motion to approve the agreement with Hassey Construction.
I second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item D, agreement with American Structure Point for construction and engineering services in the Chicago Street Phase 2 project.
Yeah, the funding has been approved both by the Capital Improvements Board and the mayor. That sheet will be forthcoming, and I can explain that. This is an agreement with American Structure Point to provide full-time project inspection on Chicago Street Phase 2, which is the segment from Sheffield at Marble Street, south to Chicago, east to Torrance. It's the final phase of the project. It's been bid and awarded to Walsh and Kelly, now named Milestone. So you'll hear their name as Milestone in the future. Representatives from American Structure Point, Chris Murphy, John Kennedy, and John Tucker are here if there are any questions from the board. And if there, yeah, I mean, I hope I was clear.
And again, you said that the Capital Improvement Board has also approved this project?
Monday night, we approved that, yeah. It's a, I don't know what you, I sent that to the mayor for his approval.
Okay.
He sent it back to me signed. We had not yet gotten the approval from the Capital Improvements Board, and we did that on Monday. So you'll see an official green sheet at your next meeting.
Okay.
Good.
Yep.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the agreement with American Structure Point for the Chicago Street Phase 2 project.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item E, right-of-way permit submitted for approval.
Good.
Mr. Gordis, they're all good? Yes, sir. Okay.
Make a motion to approve the right-of-way permits.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item F, disposal authorizations received from the Hammond Police Department.
Make a motion to approve the disposal authorizations.
I second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item G, contract with Nationwide Life Insurance Company. Mr. Smith.
Mr. President and Board, this is a request by the Controller's Office. This is just a renewal of the life insurance policy that we carry for city employees. We'd recommend its approval.
Okay.
I will motion to approve the contract with Nationwide Life Insurance Company.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item H, notice of violation hearing on property located at 223 Wildwood Road. Mr. Kalina.
Mr. President, board members,
Mr. Zacharias here? Is the owner here?
I don't believe so. I see him here.
Okay.
Roughly on November 10th, we conducted a inspection of the property, found a illegal basement basement apartment. The owner is cooperating with us, with our department. Mr. Kelly, the chief of inspections, allowed him to start the demo process, but as of today, he has not pulled the demo permit yet to conduct the, to remove all the basement apartment.
So you're seeking our approval
Yeah, they got
for the findings?
Yes, please. There's also photos in your package too, sir, Mr. President.
Do we need to set this for status to make sure he's moving along?
We
at
can
some
follow
point,
up,
or-
correct? Yeah,
You
we'll
guys
do
will
the
keep up
follow-up,
with
sir.
that? Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
You're good. Ken?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to make a motion to approve the findings.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Need this?
You can, that's yours. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Item I, rental registration hearings on properties located at 4303 Torrance Avenue, 4135 Holman Avenue, and 3720 Toll Avenue, and 422 Locust Street.
Good morning.
4303.
How are you
Lawrence?
today? The property at 4303 Torrance, Mr. Guzman is here on behalf of the property. We do have an agreement signed for the year 2020. This is a 3-unit property. Mr. Guzman has registered on time every year prior, and we would ask the board to approve the agreement between the Code Enforcement Department and Mr. Guzman.
Okay. Mr. Guzman, you're in agreement with this?
Yes, I am.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Okay. I will motion to approve the agreement between the homeowner and the city.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 4135 Holman Avenue.
4135 Homan and 3720 Toll are owned by Ms. June Westerfield. I'm requesting the board approve a 3-week continuance status. I have the agreements and the rental registration forms prepared to be mailed out to Ms. Westerfield. After a phone conversation with her yesterday, she's 83 years old and is following the directives of her personal physician to remain distant from the rest of the individuals to prevent any potential exposure to the coronavirus. So if we could please have a status date of
28th?
January 28th, 21, that would allow time to get the return mail after she receives it and submits the forms.
Okay.
Okay, I'll make a motion to reschedule 4135 Holman and 3720 Toll for status and for January 28th, 2021.
I second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 422 Locust Street.
Yes. So Mr. Vino's here on behalf of the property at 422 Locust Street. Her and her husband, Mr. Navarro, own the property. We do have record that in 2018, they came before the board requesting an appeal of the late fees as well, which was granted. So late fees were waived in 2018. She has informed me that the property is currently vacant and not occupied as a rental. They intend to sell the property. So the vacancy started in October of 2020. I do have an agreement between for the waiver of the late fees for this year due to the coronavirus. And I would ask that the board approve this, and then Mr. Vino would come downstairs after the meeting to submit an affidavit of vacancy until they're able to sell the property.
Just one unit?
Yes, it is a single-family home.
Just for 2020?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I will make a motion to approve the agreement with the homeowner in the city and also note that he must provide a affidavit at some point downstairs.
Thank you.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Mr. Farrell? Okay. Too fast?
No. Good.
I don't want to be devious, you know.
Can't be devious for sure, right?
Yeah, I don't want to be.
Okay. Item J, request for rental registration hearings.
Okay, I will make a motion to set those hearings for January 28th, 2021.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item K, findings and order on property located at 1108 through 14 Morris Street.
Mr. President, yes. So, board may recall, this is a church that collapsed. The pastor from Houston came up initially at the demolition hearing. We set it for status. He didn't show up at that one. The board affirmed that. These are just the findings in order. The evidence presented to the board, as you know, was a collapsed structure. We had Mr. Kearney here present, I believe, at the hearing. If not, it was the inspector for that district. And the board has seen the photographs. The issue really right now is that we've been pretty patient with the church. I know Mr. Kearney's talking to them about the fact that they'd like to try to raise donations to demolish it and to build something new. But in the meantime, I think we do need to enter this just so that we can proceed if we need to move forward with demolition.
would you know, has any conversation taken place with them in regard to this moving forward?
Vacations, holidays, and that. It's my intention to get in contact with them.
Okay, sure.
So we haven't bid this out yet. This is just the findings in order like we would do with any other demolition.
All right.
Okay, I make a motion to approve the findings in order on the property located 1108-14 Moore Street.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Old business, item A, right-of-way permit, at and T project A01YZHF. Mr. Gordish.
Yes, this permit was actually issued back in early December. They added an additional 200 feet of cable that they're going to push through 2 manholes. But there's going to be some lane restrictions. It should take a day. I reviewed it. It looks good. They're going to use boards and so forth. And I will check on when they're going to do this, possibly tomorrow, early next week.
And what is the location again?
It's 165th and Kennedy, right by Freddy's.
Oh, gotcha, okay. Okay,
So they are not cutting the roadway whatsoever in that area. They're just pushing some cable between 2 manhole structures.
okay.
Okay, I will make a motion to
Thank you.
approve that
Thank
right-of-way
you.
permit.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 10, meeting open to the public. Anyone here care to speak on something of concern to them?
Fine.
No? Okay.
Okay, I will make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.